A man like you with vast experience, what is the key to winning around this golf course?
Well, it's keeping the ball in play, and it's not easy. I mean, under these kind of conditions, you've got to treat this golf course with the utmost respect. One errant shot can cost you 2 or 3. The rough is very high in places. The first time I played here in an Open was 66. Similar conditions to this. Nicholas won driving with a 1-iron virtually all week. You know, you've got to get the ball in play off the tee, similar to Merion was at the US Open.
How frustrating has it been for you to watch the struggles of our great player from Northern Ireland, Rory McIlroy?
Well, you know, it's been more frustrating for him, I'm sure, you know, as a fan, you know, and somebody that has a high regard for Rory and certainly for his talents. You know, you'd like to see him on top form all the time. But it's not as easy as that. He's very young, and it's a whole new world opened up the last 3 or 4 years, and it's going to take time to get adjusted. There's no question about that. You know, moving to America and change in management companies, we've read it all about the changing of the clubs. It all takes time. He's a highly intelligent young fella, and he's going to figure it all out, you know, and get back to what he does best, and that's playing great golf. And who knows, he could come back on this week. It only takes one round, you know, at the level he's at. If he can get a good round under his belt, you know, he could knock this thing off and stop all the sort of negative chit-chat. You know, it obviously hasn't looked as sharp the last few months as he did 2 or 3 years ago. But as I say, he's going to bounce back. He's too good not to.
Looking in from the outside, what do you think has been his problem this season? Because he finished last year in such dominant style.
Well, I think part of the problem is adjusting to this incredible, you know, media, everything he does, good, bad, or indifference, news. And, you know, being under the microscope like that is not easy. And as I say, he's been signing new contracts, got a new girlfriend. God, the whole world's changing all the time, and he's a human being first and foremost. So it's going to take time to adjust. I don't think there's anything wrong with Rory McIlroy that a little time won't take care of. We're going to see him win lots of major championships.
Yeah, he's an exceptional talent. You'll expect him to bounce back and win lots more majors.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's so young yet. You know, we've seen him do magical things early on, and this game, there's so many variables involved just playing the game of golf. I mean, on a normal day, bounces, bad bounces, good bounces. This is the hardest game in the world, in my opinion, and to see a young fella that's been able to play and win tournaments, major tournaments by double-digit numbers. I mean, he's obviously an exception, but nobody's good enough to turn that kind of stuff on every week. He's going to take a little time to adjust to the situation. You're going to see Rory McIlroy in the winner's circle in major championships and others many, many times.
His fellow countryman, another major winner, won the US Open, of course, like yourself, Graeme McDowell.
Yeah.
Do you fancy his chances here this week? Because it seems to be a course that really suits him.
I do. I mean, Graeme's form this year, he's won a couple. We saw him win the French, and he's won one in America, and then he misses a couple of cuts in between. So, you know, who knows? I mean, this game is that way. Graeme is a great man for the big occasion. And there's no back off in him at all. You know, once he gets the bit between his teeth. The key for these lads this week is these first 2 rounds. You know, you can't win it today, but you can lose it. So they all know that. So they walk on eggshells, try not to do anything stupid. You know, triple bogeys, double bogeys, you don't want to know about those. Getting the ball in play, keeping the ball in play, being a little bit careful. As I say, you cannot attack this course the way it's playing right now. You've got to treat it with respect. So their job today and tomorrow is to put themselves in a position where they can make a move at the weekend and be in the mix, as they say.
And finally, who's your money on this weekend?
Well, you know, Tiger Woods has delivered more regularly than anybody else, and he knows this type of golf. He's got the patience, and that's one of the real keys over the next 3-4 days, is patience. If I had to put my money on one man, it would be Tiger, but we shall see. I mean, he's long iron play off the tee. He knows how to manage these courses. This is playing very similar to what Hoylake played, where he won there. So you know, if I was forced to pick one name, it would be Tiger. But we'll see. It's an Open, and that's why we call it the Open. Anybody can get it done.